Hey guys, welcome to a new episode of Amiga Nostalgia, episode 7. And this episode will be about Cannon Fodder. And my apologies for my voice. I've been having a terrible cold and my voice almost left me, but I still really wanted to do this episode because it's the weekend and I have time now, so I hope you'll forgive me. This episode will be about Cannon Fodder. Cannon Fodder got released in 1993 by Sensible Software, whom you might also know from Sensible Soccer, another one of my favorites. I'll be doing an episode on that as well. Cannon Fodder is a top-down game where you control your squad, your army squad, and you have to finish certain missions. It has tongue-in-cheek humor, it has cool sound effects and appealing visuals, and the game mechanics are really simple and easy to learn. And because of this mix, it's a really brilliant game. It got very good reviews back in the day. Good enough for them to make a port on the Super Nintendo of Cannon Fodder and one for the Sega Mega Drive. And these ports are very well done and very playable. I can tell you about the Sega Mega Drive version that it is playable with the Sega mouse. So it plays just as well as the Amiga version. And I'm not sure if the Super Nintendo version uses the mouse, but I guess it does. And both versions look appealing, play appealing, and they are very cool. And if you don't have an Amiga, you should definitely try it out on one of those systems. Now, the Amiga version is one of my favorite games. I've played it a lot as a kid, and I still haven't finished it to this day. Now let's go look at some gameplay from the first game. This is where you start off. These are your troops, and we have 2 soldiers in our squad at the moment for the first mission, Jules and Jobs. And I don't know about you guys, but these 2 were never cannon fodder to me. I always try to keep those 2 alive because they define the game to me, really. So let's click and start the first mission, which is an easy one to get us started. It basically shows you how the controls work, and they are really simple. You move around with your left mouse button like this, and with the right mouse button you'll shoot. And the first mission is just killing these 3 guys, so we're done. Right mouse button shoots, but as soon as we get grenades or rockets, you can hold the right mouse button shooting and press the left one to fire a rocket or throw a grenade. I'll show you that later. So far so good. Jules and Jobs are still alive. New recruits are showing up. These are basically your lives. If Jules and Jobs die, you'll have many attempts to follow. Our squad just grew with 1 person, Stu. Let's go for the second mission. Now this mission introduces something new. If you walk in the water, you won't be able to shoot for a while, so you'll have to know what you're doing. You also have a bit more range than these enemies have, so you can play safe and kill them. But you'll see later missions will make it more difficult, because enemies will come from all sides. Tanks will be involved, we'll have to destroy buildings, and it'll be a little more tactical to get around. Right here you can just let these guys walk into the water. They can't shoot, so we can just kill them. Like that. And let's cross the bridge. nice guys. This is the first phase of this mission, and I believe the second one involves destroying a building. Yeah, destroy enemy buildings. But to do so we will have to have grenades or rockets, so that's a new thing for this phase. And the tricky part in that is that the box with grenades is next to the building. We have to blow up, so we have to pick them up safely without dying and then destroy the building. If you shoot at the box with grenades, it'll explode and kill your troops if they're next to it, so you'll have to be careful. One thing I love about this game are the visuals, the graphics, the sounds and sound effects they put in. It's really all there. It's humorous, it's funny, it is tactical. I just think this is a great game. Now, we arrived at the building that we have to destroy, but you can see the grenades are here. So we'll have to get around. But new guys will come out of the building, so we'll have to be careful not to get killed. Pick up the grenades, get some distance, and throw. Now you saw the door and the roof come off the building, and it's quite easy to get killed by that. If you stand in the wrong spot, you can get killed by the door or by the roof. I have lost many recruits that way. But for now, we're doing good. Jobs and Jules are still alive. Let's see how long we can last with them. Also great and something to use is the save option. If we screw up, we can load the game again. And we'll still have Jules and Jobs. A new area, the Antarctic. Kill all enemies and destroy enemy buildings. Alright. And let's try to stay alive. You can see that I have no grenades at the moment, so we'll have to find those first before we can blow up this building. And I believe they are down here. Let's try and get them safely. Oops. Now that's pretty much problematic. We lost our boxes here. Let's see if there are any others. I think there must be. Yeah. So we don't want to shoot those. Let's pick them up and move away. Destroy that one. We'll have to get back up there using the slope. And we did it again. I see that we lost one troop, but luckily for us, yeah, it's 2. I'm sorry, Stu. If you have your troops killed, you will see these little gravestones appearing. And the greatest heroes of your troops will show up here with the kills they've made. Now my video would become way too long if I tried to get all these missions done, especially by keeping Jules and Jobs alive. But I urge you to play this game for yourself and see how far you can get. If you don't have an Amiga, like I said, play it on the Super Nintendo, play it on the Sega Mega Drive. The game is well worth it. It's a great game, one of the greatest of its time, and deserves to be played. Now if you enjoyed Cannon Fodder 1, you should definitely check out Cannon Fodder 2, because it's just as good. It has the same mechanics, same visuals, same appealing sound effects. It's twice the fun, really. And if you still can't get enough, there are some extra alien levels made for Cannon Fodder 2, of which I have some footage as well. Sensible Software released on a Amiga format disc this Christmas special for Cannon Fodder, in which they brought 2 of their franchises together. You could play Cannon Fodder on a Sensible Soccer field. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I know I did, because I really loved looking back at Cannon Fodder. I urge you to play it. If you don't have an Amiga, then please go buy it on the Super Nintendo or on the Sega Mega Drive, because the game really deserves to be played, and I know you won't regret it. I hope to see you in the next episode. Please subscribe, like, and leave me some feedback, because I love reading it, and I will reply to it. And see you in the next episode. Bye!